Hey guys, this is Kerry Martell, the editor for the Yamhill Advocate. Today we're going to talk about some of the ridiculous ways that progressive Yamhill members try to discredit people using ridiculous lies. So for example, they're always trying to accuse me of stolen valor, which is quite ridiculous since I've posted a lot of certificates that I've earned from my military career, literally on the wall of my gym at the entrance. Very proud of my military service. I'm a member of several veteran organizations. I'm a disabled veteran. I literally have a VA ID card that says service connected on it. But nevertheless, see, they always want to try to discredit and just with ridiculous lies. So here's this person, Peter Gibson, who, by the way, is not a real person. It's a fake account here, you know. But he says that the 10th Mountain, he says Transportation Battalion. I don't know what the hell he's saying. But 10th Mountain, he's trying to claim that 10th Mountain was never in Iraq until June 2004, which is simply not true. You can literally right now go onto YouTube, and if you type 10th Mountain Iraq, you'll find videos from 2003, literally some 10th Mountain guys who were in Fallujah even, okay? Now, I didn't go to Fallujah, and that's not what my unit did, but nevertheless, you know, 10th Mountain was there. So it's kind of ridiculous, the lies that they come up with. So let's look a little bit about who these people are here. This guy, Peter Gibson, what's his association stuff? Well, there's nothing really here, right? It's a fake account that was recently created. But if we go into his info settings, he likes a Facebook page called Spilling the Wine, which is basically a way for progressive Yamhill members to try to harass people. Like, they have a lot of pages like this, to be honest, but this one here is one of their little blogs where they think they're spreading rumors and things about people. So they make a lot of posts. Here it says, "Welcome to Spilling the Wine, the only gossip blog in Yamhill County that admits to being a gossip blog. If you have some wine you want to spill, send us a message," etc., etc. And it says anti-faux. So this is honestly probably just, in my personal opinion, probably Bree Padfield who's doing this, but it's probably a lot of other progressive Yamhill members too. You can go see who likes the stuff, okay? And it's a bunch of progressive Yamhill people is who likes these posts here. So here they have a post about me, accusing me of being an incel, which is rather hilarious since incels are involuntary celibate, and I'm not celibate, and I'm certainly not involuntarily celibate. But see, they just make crap up. And anyway, so they take one of my posts where I have an actual video that I created where I'm on a dating site and I show a lady who is a married lesbian who is looking for a Giga Chad type of guy to rock her world because she misses men. She wants to have sex with men. She's not happy being a lesbian. She wants to have sex with men. And they don't like this stuff. See, it goes against their narratives. So here's, all the usual progressive Yamhill suspects. We got Carla Tyndall Thaler here, who's on there. And then we got Cassidy Smith Tulliver, and she says, "I made him mad last night, and he deleted a post after I questioned him." I don't know who the hell that person even is. I have no idea who that person is. This person is bold-faced lying because I didn't delete anything that he posted. So they just make shit up is what they do. And what do they do? What's their career? Well, it's kind of hard to tell. But here's all the things that they like and are associated with. So, and of course, it's always good to have transparency because they think these little slices of the internet, it's all public information, but they think that they have some privacy here. So that's kind of funny. Here's Vanessa Lantoff, who's a stay-at-home parent, apparently. And not even sure if they're in Yamhill County. It says Multnomah. But, you never know. You never know who these people are. So, what's clear is that they didn't find these pages randomly, right? They found it because the page is shared in the progressive Yamhill groups. Here's Patrick Johnson, okay? He says he blocks everything that I post. And other people post it, and he doesn't want to support me in any way. Anyway, Mr. Patrick Johnson. Oh, such a brilliant person. Newberg resident and general goofball. Okay, and now he's bitching about your recycling bins. Wonderful, wonderful person here. Now he's complaining about community Facebook pages, being a barrel of monkeys. So, these are just some other people that can't entertain any thought other than their own. Here's Melanie Walker Mildenberger, of course, participating in these things. She got her little pride thing going on here, okay? Of course, we really know who all she is, and what she's all about. We know what she's about already. Timothy Storiaco, again, of course, he's another one of these guys. Personally, I kind of think it's a fake account. I could be wrong, but I think he's a fake account. I don't think this is a real person. Vanessa Lanteff, okay? Again, making more posts. I guess I already talked about her. What other little posts can we get? And who's liking these posts, by the way? That's always important. It's always important to see, because the list of people that just click a like on it is a lot longer than those who actually bother to make a comment. Of course, we got Scott Hodges here participating in this, and all these other people here. So let's go down and see what another post is. So now we've got Night School Board packet selling a piece of land that belongs to Joan Austin Elementary School to Northwest Christian Church, and they find that to be a problem. Of course. Raise your hand if you believe good deeds should be done for recognition. Take land from school children. Absolutely disgusting behavior. So this situation is actually that the school district is basically donating land that was donated to them to build a school, but they're not doing anything with that land. It was requested by a local church so that they could construct an emergency shelter for the community. And the Austin family who originally donated the land requested that the school district do the donation to the church. Yet, of course, the progressives hate everything that the conservative school board does, so they'll hate this stuff, right? Let's just look in the comments here. Look in the comments here. They don't like it. Tracy Sutherland doesn't like it. Derek Duff, the church runs an after-school program. Austin, in addition to offering weekend food backpacks. The information that board packet was chronically aligned to the agenda, I wouldn't define that as hidden. So I guess he's not saying that it's a big problem. But at least he's saying it's not hidden, at least. Let's see. Matt Sainer, who's actually trolling them, says poor Aunt Flo. That's funny. Timothy Story, of course, he has a problem with, donating land to a church to create an emergency shelter that isn't, by the way, is not being used. And probably never will be used. And of course, we have MB Casita, another one of these fake accounts here. Let's see. We've got them talking about a news article here. Mayor of Newberg, Bill Rosker, thinks he knows what is best for your family. Hell-bent on removing your personal freedoms. Oh, they're just making stuff up at this point. And says, Tigard, I want to share my deep disappointment. Threats of violence and safety concerns of drag queen story time. The Tigard Library was canceled. Oh no, people. They canceled the drag queen story time for children because they thought it wasn't safe enough for the drag queens. Not because they're worried about the children being groomed, put in contact with perverts that might want to exploit them, much like which happened at Old Nick's Pub in Eugene, where one of the drag moms influencing the kids is literally convicted of distributing child pornography. Okay? Let's not be concerned about putting the kids in contact with perverts. Okay? Let's be concerned about the well-being of the perverts. What mixed terrible signals here? So basically, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what these people's values are backwards. They want to offer kids up to the altar of wokeness is what they want to do. And of course, let's see who all love this post. okay, who was all engaging with this post. We got Lupita. Who's Lupita? Well, that's Guadalupe Martinez Zapata, who is the director of the Board of Education in Oregon. So she's following this little blog post here, okay? Of course, she's a completely insane human being who I previously have exposed, talking about dismantling the United States of America and replacing it with what basically sounds like a racially segregated society. And I've posted all of her posts from the Progressive Yamhill Facebook group, the secret group that they use to organize all their political activity. I have posted this and published her doing these rants. This is the director of the Board of Education for Oregon, okay, the person that is in charge of the curriculum in the schools, who is openly saying they want the United States to be dismantled. And of course, she celebrates this little pride event that they're going to do here at the Cultural Center, targeting kids. Of course she loves that, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to indoctrinate the kids into all this madness because they want the United States to collapse. Of course she's engaging with this. Why wouldn't she? It fits her agenda, okay? Let's look at another post here. We've got someone replying to Newberg Nice, which is another one of these, troll accounts that the Progressive Yamhill people use. And let's see. There's another post here, right in front of the zesty garlic turkey sandwich for shame Sandwich Express. It's another harassing Sandwich Express. It's hard to see exactly what they're doing here. Fail and break a leg on Happy Pride, because they're putting up Pride stuff in McVinville, I think. So, who engaged with this? I think this is interesting. Who engaged with this post here? Oh, here's a nice list of people who engaged with this post. So, there's Lynette Shaw, of course. Got Lynette Shaw, who, in addition to being an absolutely horrible person, is also one of the co-founders of the Progressive Yamhill group. Her fingers are in lots of different cookie jars. She runs a couple different groups that they funnel money through PACs. And of course, she gives herself lots of different compensations, or reimbursements, if you will. Whether or not they're real reimbursements, who knows? But there's quite a number of them. And of course, paying herself for operating these PACs and things like that. She gets money from it. So, just FYI, there's financial incentive for these lunatics to be running all of these different groups. The Democrats are very good at that sort of thing. So, let's see. What else we got here? Another one of my posts. These guys love my posts. They're big fans of my reading. So, let's see. Which one was this from? No, so Progressive Yamhill people. Comments thread posting defensively. Yep. So they don't like me making posts. Said my pen name can be Carrie Madshaw. You ain't getting no sex in the city. What are you talking about? I've had sex with a lot of women from this city. Anyway, these people have no idea about me. They know absolutely, even though I put information about myself out there, like, they don't believe it apparently, and they just make up their own narratives. And their narratives are just disjointed from reality. It's quite tragic, I think, how insane these people are. And of course, we've got Scott Hodges here. Okay, we got Scott Hodges here, who is going to participate in this thread here. So this former UVS driver, he's now going to be the master of ceremonies for the Old Fashioned Festival. He's engaging with this stuff. Of course he is, because he's a member of Progressive Yamhill, you see. He's a member of Progressive Yamhill, so he's participating in this Spilling the Wine blog as well. Then we've got another one of these posts here. This is actually about Scott Hodges, so they're making fun. Just a second here, reading this. I guess for some reason they're talking about me. We all know the Gossip Blog refuses to embrace the title of Gossip Blog Yamhill Advocate. It's not a Gossip Blog. I post hard evidence for all the claims that I make. I've got video footage of them admitting to things. That's not a Gossip Blog. Okay, Gossip Blogs would be anonymous sources tell me this, and there's no evidence for anything, which is not what I do. And I put my name behind it. I don't hide behind spilling the wine moniker. So they just sort of make crap up. And who engaged with this post? Of course, Melanie Walker Mildenberger, of course. And then we've got Debbie Tofton here. Oh boy. And any other recognizable names we haven't seen already? Let's see. The Yamhill County Limerick Association is getting on the Prime Pride Day action stuff. Okay, and this, of course, is endorsed by Lynette Shaw. And we got Lisa Barnes in here. Okay, we got Marvin Bernards of Bernards Farms. Okay, another one of these Progressive Yamhill members. Anybody else? Lisa McCracken. Okay, another Progressive Yamhill member. Sadly, apparently a former veteran, but I believe it was from the 80s, so quite a long time ago. Has had a lot of time to be indoctrinated in all kinds of liberal madness. And of course, this is the Listen and Believe about trans kids videos that they're doing. All this endorsement of people's mental illnesses as a lifestyle choices, even though these endorsement of lifestyles not getting proper treatment for your gender dysphoria tends to result in suicide at some point. Very tragic and sad. Another post, we got Matt Sager, who is trolling them, is what he's doing. Because he says the Chick-fil-A food truck is awesome. Is this honestly another one? Most inclusive businesses in Yamhill County, and where are they located? And he says Chick-fil-A is awesome. He's trolling them. That's an inside joke, because Progressive Yamhill members organized harassment of a Chick-fil-A food truck a couple years ago. They had an entire mega thread in their the Progressive Yamhill Facebook group about how they could harass the Chick-fil-A food truck that parks at the church here in Newberg at the time. Now it parks over by Vase Hardware. Anyway, so they just, I could keep going through all of this, right? I really could. Why are they putting my name on something like this? It says Tech Ranch Austin. Oh, they have taken my LinkedIn here. They've taken my LinkedIn. Let's see. Got your heart pumping just as fast as Carrie's heart when he found out there was an actual real-life journalist in town. His name is Brandon Anderson. Graduated from University of Oregon in 2013 with a bachelor's of communication and journalism. So what? Because you have a degree means that you're an expert journalist? It's not really how it works. I didn't even finish high school or either college. That's true. I I got a GED at 16 years old, and I joined the Army at 17. And then when I went to film school, I took all the classes for my degree. But what happened is I had to leave the first film school early. There was a family emergency, so I ended up leaving school. And then I went to a different school in a different state to resume my program for my degree. And then I later learned that they were not going to allow any of my credits to transfer, even though they told me that the credits from the previous school would be transferred. They wanted me to take classes all over again. So I said, you know what? I really don't need a degree to work in the film industry. I'm already working as a journalist. I was working in games journalism at the time. I had a thriving YouTube channel that I was using to pay my mortgage for my house. I was starting to develop a client base for television commercials I was making for local businesses. And I also was starting to acquire clients for my YouTube network, which is basically a form of talent agency, which I later sold to a film studio and became vice president at that studio. So, but see, these people don't focus on experiences, right? They don't care about your achievements. All they care about is whether or not you got a stamp of approval from some professor at some school, is all they really care about. They don't care about your actual achievements in life. No, it's not about merit. They don't care about merit. They care about is getting the stamps of approval from other people. The proof that I'm an excellent journalist is the fact that I run the Yamhill Advocate almost entirely by myself. Very little contributions of other people writing anything for it. We have a few people now who are contributing stuff. But for like 2 straight years, it's basically just me writing, investigating everything. And That's the proof is in the doing, folks. The proof is in the doing, and they don't like that, of course. So they got a slide of my from my LinkedIn account where I'm very open about, I didn't finish my degree at Washtenaw Community College. I didn't finish my degree at Northwest Vista because they wouldn't let my credits transfer over. And Tech Ranch Austin is non-degree, but Tech Ranch Austin, see, is different. I'm actually a graduate of that program. That was an incubator program. I'm also a graduate of their accelerator program as well, their tech startup accelerator program. But they don't talk about that stuff. See, all they care about is whoever this person is. I don't know who this person is. Obviously, it's somebody that they like a lot. So, anyway, let's see. Spilling the wine. You know what? I'm actually kind of curious. Let's go take a look at this just very quickly, because we can just keep looking at this blog. What is this website here created by this other person who claims to, they're claiming is a better journalist than me? What type of stuff is he posting? Oh, well, he has a very, very basic WordPress site talking about a street paving project. Oh boy, very, 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 engaging content. Is it news? I'm sure it's news. Talking about a street paving project and who the contractor is. Okay, whoopee-doo. This is over at the Fred Meyers, the project that's been taking a very long time to pave a small, tiny piece of road. 2-month update from this person. Growing fast, we need your support. We want people to contribute stuff. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Berry Pick Guide. Okay. Rebuilt Fitness, the CrossFit gym, offering free weekly classes. Pulpit Circuit Mat celebrates 10 years. So basically, it's all the general interest stuff. And he's not really posting anything that really impacts anybody's lives. Mostly what he seems to be doing is doing public relations for small businesses associated with progressive Yamhill people, is really what he's doing. Oh, amazing journalism, guys. He's got a press release made by somebody else who has a motivated interest for people, and he's publishing it. Ooh, he's such a great fucking journalist, guys. Now, is he doing any investigative journalism? Is he researching anything? No. No, he's not. So, Progressive Yamhill 0, Yamhill Advocate 1,000,000, I guess, at this point. I've got over 200-something articles I think I've published. Many of them are lengthy reads, exposing tons of people. You guys got a lot to catch up on. All right, continuing on a little bit. This video is getting a little bit too long, so we'll just end here. They're talking about something that's supposedly scandalous. Okay, what are they even talking about? CIPA may not receive discounts, E-rate program. It doesn't seem like a lot of people understood what they're talking about, and to be perfectly honest, I don't understand what is going on here. FCC issued rules implementing CPI. Okay, so what's the scandal? I found a tech program, Phillips, who is a superintendent, Dr. Phillips, keeps calling a grant. It's not a grant, it's a discount program through the FCC. So what he's trying to say requires him to shut off internet access to students, require filtering nowhere near the extent in which Phillips has chosen to filter, violation of FCC terms by enacting it prior to holding public hearing on implementation. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Children's Internet Protection Act. From my understanding, the internet's not shut off for the students in the schools, so I don't know what they're talking about. But anyway, this is what they do, basically. They just rant about people. Oh, great, we've got now a list of 111 pronouns. Wonderful, let's talk about your pronouns. There's 111 pronouns in the English language. Oh boy, guys, let's talk about the pronouns. 111 pronouns. How many... Let's look at this sheet here. What is this? All, another, any, anybody, anyone, anything, a, ought, both, each other, either, enough. What? Is this a serious post? Is this a serious post? Somewhat? Is this a serious post? Or is this just more proof of their insanity? This has to be a joke post. There's no way that this is a real post. I was looking at the date. It's May 23rd. It is not April Fool's, folks. It's not April Fool's. What is going on here? There's a joke about anti-noun. I guess they're serious about this. Who the hell engaged with this post? Wow. Look at all the usual suspects. These crazy, crazy people. They're actually trying to justify their ideology using words like whereunto and wherever as pronouns to prove that there's pronouns in the English language. But that has nothing to do with the types of so-called pronouns people are using to self-describe themselves, where they literally have to introduce themselves as a man or a woman or a space alien or whatever, or they, them, or things like that, talking about themselves in the third person, you know, because they think that they're the main character of the story. Anyway, guys, enough of this madness. Hope that you learned something. See you in the next video.